Hey guys, it's Justice. I actually almost opened this up with saying, hey guys, it's Ferris multiple times. But it's been a couple weeks since I've last talked to you guys. I believe it's been about 3 or maybe even a month, at least since I've last posted anything. Before I left, I told you guys to take care of yourselves and be safe. So just know, if anyone's done anything stupid over the last couple weeks, you're fucking dead to me. Anyways, I'm glad to be back, at least posting something. Something I've been struggling with, at least for as long as I could remember, and I'd say this would probably be something that has affected me since maybe like I was the age of 7, is finding happiness, or even just having the will to want to live. And I that sounds very morbid. I know, but it's the truth, sadly. Happiness in me is just not something that mixes very well, despite how I try to portray myself openly, be it on the internet or with people I know in real life. And honestly speaking, that really is just a me problem, and I'd rather not get into it. But there are some things that I use within my life to try and sustain happiness. All too easily, just all throughout the whole entire world, this world is just full of negativity. You'll get it from yourself, you'll get it from outside people, you'll get it from even the closest people that within your family, your friend circle. It's just always around you. And one thing that I always try to practice, and specifically before I go to bed, is just complimenting my small victories. Specifically talking about yourself, I'm sure you could pinpoint and call out so many things, so many aspects about yourself that you just hate. Maybe you did something embarrassing in class today and you can't stop thinking about it. You got a bad grade on a test that you put a lot of effort into studying for this week. This person that you asked out rejected you. Something that just eats you up at night. It's truthfully speaking, at the end of the day, we beat ourselves up about things about ourselves that nobody else sees, that nobody else cares about. And instead of focusing on things and aspects that I can just change or really just don't mean anything at the end of the day, I try to compliment myself for things. I try to compliment myself for my small victories. Small things such as, I don't know, waking up early in the morning instead of sleeping in. Recently, actually right before my birthday, I started skateboarding, and I'm really enjoying that. I start skating at like 10 a.m. in the morning, and I skate for an hour, then I practice another hour of dance, so I'm getting a lot of exercise in. And then a big one is just recording this video. I mean, I'm sat here at, what time is it? It's 20, so it's 8 p.m. on a Monday I'm recording this. It doesn't even have to be big things like that. It can be small things such as, I don't know, going out of your way to text a friend that you haven't even talked to in a few weeks. Maybe if you're a bit of a homebody, just stepping outside of your house and just soaking in nature for like a minute or two. Just small things. Because like I said before, all too often do we just eat ourselves up for such insignificant things that just, we need to see the small things in life and feel happy about our small victories, because before we know it, it's tomorrow is going to come, and tomorrow is going to turn into next week, and next week's going to turn into next month. And then we're looking back 30, 20 years later like, damn, why did I hate myself so much back then? I guess that was a bit of a projection there, but a bit more about myself. It's I used to struggle a lot with just feeling so much hatred for myself and just not enjoying life. And after going through that, I talked a bit about that in my Persona 4 video, the game that saved my life. I just woke up every day wishing that day would be my last. And it's odd because I look back at that time and I see the sadness that I had and the hatred that I had for everything in this world. But I have memories within that time that I hold so dearly. Like songs from video games that just make me want to ball up and just cry. Anime that I used to watch, that scenes and seeing certain characters make me just feel so much comfort inside. And even though I hated living at the time, I made memories in that time of sadness, and it just made me realize that no matter how much I hate the present, I'll always love the past. And what I mean by that is I might hate today, but come tomorrow, I can pinpoint so much aspects about yesterday that was just so fucking dope to me. And in 20 years, I'll look back at this time that I fucking hated and look back at it with so much fondness. And it kind of just made me realize, like, why the hell am I living in so much misery when I'll be looking back at this with a smile on my face? Like, now I actually try to document so many things, so many aspects about my life. Like on Instagram, I posted my first day of skateboarding, and I actually posted another video of me skating as well about 3 days ago, along with a bunch of songs on Spotify that I listened to as a little like time capsule for me to look back on, even like a week from now or a month from now, seeing how much I've improved, seeing the different types of music that I listen to. And I just, it's a bit strange, but I look at the things that I do every day and I think to myself, damn, in a year or 5 or 10 years from now, this is going to be nostalgic to me. Like 10 years from now, what am I going to be like skateboarding, looking back at these videos that I just posted a couple years ago, thinking, holy shit, I suck. But look what I can do now. It's very interesting to think about. I've been talking about all these things that I use to try and remain happy with life, but it's not easy. Truthfully speaking, it's a process. It's actually a process I've been working on since before I turned 18. So I was 17 at the time when I started this, and I'm 20 now, and I still have hiccups in the road. I mean, even just recording this video was supposed to be recorded actually a couple days ago, but I went through a slump of just sadness again. Luckily, it wasn't as long as it usually is. It was only for a weekend, so just 2 or 3 days. Thank the Lord. Because, oh dear, it was month after month beforehand. I remember those. Oh my days, I remember those. One of the things that I used to try and keep myself happy back when I first started this journey of trying to find happiness was creating a playlist of things that just made me happy, things that made me feel either nostalgic or cozy inside. And it's pretty weird how this started. It was actually Spider-Man. Which one was it? It's the newest one. It's the latest one that came out, the one with the vulture. It was Spider-Man Homecoming? No, Homecoming's the first one. Oh dear, you Marvel nerds, you know which movie I'm talking about. It was that film, and it was something about that film that just made me go, I'm getting old. Something about that film and that film ending just made me go, I'm 17. I'm turning 18 in about a month or so, and I've hated my life consistently for 10 years at this point. I need to have control over my life. And truthfully speaking, I would say the happiest I've ever been would have been when I was 18. 18 was since, like I said earlier in the video, I've just hated life. I've been suicidal since the age of 7, and the only age where I hadn't contemplated taking my own life was 18. I remember turning 18 that day. I still remember that day very fondly. It was a very blessed day, I'll say, when I turned 18. And just that whole entire year was it was the happiest year of my damn life, I have to admit. And then sadly, the following year was 2020, and we're in 2020 now. We're in 2021 right now, and it's really weird. I keep forgetting we're in 2021. It really just feels like 2020 2.0, if I'm being fairly honest with you. But sorry, getting back to the topic. After watching that Spider-Man film, I just comprised a playlist of on YouTube and Spotify of not only music that just reminds me of a time that I just felt so damn happy, but also just videos and clips of things that just takes me back to a time that I hold so dearly. And in these playlists, I have things from my childhood. I have things from high school, from middle school, from elementary, from music to clips to games to trailers to just anything that makes me feel happy inside. And whenever I feel down or whenever I just need a pick me up, I just go to either that YouTube playlist or that Spotify playlist of music and just look at my past. It's a struggle. Happiness really isn't something that you can find in somebody else. It's not something you can just buy. It's not something you can just find in the future. It's really just something you have to find within yourself. And these are just kind of the ways that I found it. I don't know if it'll be useful to you, but it's gotten me to age 20. Still kicking, still making memories. I don't know. If somebody needs to hear this, I'm glad you heard it here. Again, I just want to reiterate that I love you all for watching this and just for watching me. Well, it's been justice. Peace.